Imagine a dress as wide as a small bus. Now imagine going to the bathroom in it. Welcome to fashion's awkward century, when noblewomen balanced elegance, hygiene, and danger beneath towering hoops. From the 16th to the 18th centuries, Western high fashion embraced width. Farthingales, panniers, and hoops created silhouettes that shouted status. The wider the skirt, the higher your rank. Fabric was expensive, and showing off yards of it was a very public statement of wealth. It was all about status, visibility, and luxury. But how did you use the bathroom? The practical answer was simple. The chamber pot. Women lifted their skirts, tucked the pot beneath the folds, did what needed doing, and had it tucked away again. For servants and the ladies themselves, the choreography was practiced in private. It sounds awkward and it was, but it worked. Until it didn't. Not all hoops were equal. Typical formal skirts could span 2 to 3 meters across. At extreme courts, records and satirical prints show constructions reaching 5 meters. Some contemporary satirical accounts even describe theatrical extremes with skirt spans that, if true, could rival a small carriage. The size really varied by court, period, and how much the artist was exaggerating. Now, picture the streets these skirts moved through. For centuries, European cities lacked modern sewers. Waste was often dumped into rivers or simply swept into the streets. That meant wearing a huge skirt in public came with an unpleasant reality. The wearer could brush past filth, puddles, and sewage. This exposure carried genuine health risks. Historians estimate that poor urban sanitation contributed to the spread of disease. And your clothing could make you more exposed. Clothing was not sterile back then. Fabrics trapped dust and germs, and laundering was limited, especially for elaborate gowns. Women's skirts could pick up contaminants from the street, combined with candles, open fireplaces, and close living quarters. This environment raised the risk of respiratory and skin ailments. It just made life more hazardous in everyday ways. Hygiene practices were changing, but very, very slowly. And then there was fire. Before gas or electric light, candles and open flames were everywhere. Flowing skirts, full of flammable textiles and layered petticoats, could catch a light in a heartbeat. Period newspapers and court records reference tragic incidents where dresses ignited, sometimes with fatal results. While some claims that thousands died in a single fashion-related accident are often exaggerated in popular historical evidence shows the risk was real enough to spur change. Beyond disease and fire, these extreme skirts shaped social life. They limited mobility, required assistance to move through crowds, and turned daily life into a kind of public performance. At the same time, the skirts offered a strange form of privacy. Chamber pots, small items, and even hidden notes could be tucked away in the folds. Fashion both sheltered and exposed its wearer. By the late 18th and early 19th centuries, taste shifted. Industrialization changed fabric availability. Public health concerns rose, and aesthetics favored slimmer, more controlled silhouettes. The wide pannier gave way to the fitted corset, and the sleek mermaid line more restrictive in movement. Arguably less dangerous near open flames, but far more revealing in different ways. Fashion simply traded one set of risks for another. Comfort for control, width for waste. Fashion tells a story about wealth, technology, and public health. The hoop skirt era showed how display and status shaped daily life until technology like new lighting, laundries, and sewers, along with shifting tastes, forced the next chapter. Clothing is where culture, risk, and ingenuity meet. So yes, women went to the bathroom under bust-sized skirts. They used chamber pots, relied on servants, and accepted a strange mix of exposure and privacy. Fashion made life glamorous and sometimes dangerous. Which would you choose? Dramatic width or tight elegance? Tell us in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more fashion history.